going on YouTube? It is Repulse, back in another video. In today's video, we have another Chelsea news video. There was a lot that kicked off today pertaining to two players. Sorry for my mic being a little low there, but we're back. Yeah, there's a lot that kicked off between two players today, so I felt we had enough to discuss. If there's more news, then I'll definitely post another video later today, but for now, it's basically just about two players that, we're very familiar with, one leaving, one potentially incoming, but maybe not incoming anymore. So I say we just jump straight into it with Madueke, who is off to Arsenal. Fabrizio have said 19 hours ago that club-to-club contacts for Madueke is set to take place soon after there was an agreement done on personal terms, which we knew happened yesterday. If you didn't know that, go watch the other video that I posted yesterday that will show that Madueke agreed to a deal with Arsenal in terms of personal terms. And it says there Chelsea keen on Ranieri only if Arsenal talks over new deal collapse. That's basically the talking points on his YouTube video. But the major was the club-to-club contacts for Madueke set to take place, which was followed up by 11 hours ago. He said that understand Arsenal are set to send an opening bid for Madueke after an agreement with the player on personal terms. Told Madueke has committed to a 5-year deal valid until June 2030, already approved by the player's camp. So, personal terms are agreed to. It seems like it's a 5-year deal. I don't know how much the wages will be, probably in the hundreds somewhere, 100,000 a week. But yeah, it seems that, the player's pushing for a move to Arsenal at this point, and it seems that Arsenal are ready to begin club-to-club contacts. And I think some happened today because there were some reports of it, but I don't think anything really came out of it. But I do expect this deal to happen. I'd say 90% chance of it happening, to be honest. I think Madueke is out the door. You already know what I think about the player. I think he's impactful for Chelsea. I just don't like the way he plays. Obviously, only has 2 goals and assists since the turn of the year, and both of them were in January, both tap-ins. Just hasn't really provided an impact. It looked decent in that game against Palmeiras, but I still would have liked him to see him tuck away a goal or something like that, which he was unable to do. But yeah, it seems like he's pretty much off to Arsenal at this point to become a backup to Bukayo Saka, or maybe carry the ball centrally. I don't know. I've seen that rumored a couple times, but I don't think that's the truth. Obviously, they have Odegaard, but they do need central progression. Obviously, Zubimendi became official for them today, but I do think they need someone that can actually progress the ball up the field. Because Zubimendi and Rice aren't the best at that. So yeah, they have some of the worst central progression in the league, and that's why they didn't score that much last season. Just pretty much relied on defensive ability, which is what saw them get second, but it's never going to win them a title, in my opinion. So yeah, they bring on Madueke to become an attacking option for them, but I still think they need someone in that 10 spot that can actually progress the ball, because Odegaard's a little poor at that, I'd say. I think he's an overrated midfielder in my opinion, but there goes that. I just don't think he's as good as people play him out to be, as well as Declan Rice. I just think they need to get better at progressing the ball through central channels, especially if they go in for Gyökeres, which it seems like they are, because Gyökeres can't head the ball to save his life. So if you have Saka or Madueke, who cross the ball very similarly on that right flank, Gyökeres is not meeting that with the header. You need players that can, play the ball through the ground. Pretty much Kai Havertz is a better option than Gyökeres if you aren't relying on central progression, but that's a talk for another day. This is on Nani. Yeah, it seems like club-to-club contacts are basically happening. And Sam Dean, said that Chelsea are expecting to field offers of more than £50 million for Madueke. Arsenal are advancing in talks. I think the £50 mark or £50 million mark is correct for Madueke. I'd like to see 50 plus 5 or 45 plus 10, somewhere around there. If it's 45 plus 10, I'd like it to be on our terms with a heavy upfront fee, and then installments later on, or structured in our favor if it's 45 plus 10 or something like that. But yeah, it seems like we're pretty firm at that £50 million mark, which I do agree with. I said it yesterday. I don't want to sell in the 40s, unless you get the 45 plus 5. If the total package equates to 50, then that's where I'm like, okay, it's a solid deal for us. And it seems like it will be, because it seems like that's what we're holding out for. And we have no reason to, not just be able to sit back and say, if you really want the player, you're just going to pay 50, 55. we are in the position we have Esteval, we have Neto. Madueke is under contract for a while. Yes, he agreed personal terms with them, but we have him under contract for a while, so we could realistically just sit back and say, yeah, you have to pay what we want, or we're not going to let him go, because we're in a position where we can just hold on to him for as long as we want to. And he's still going to play for us either way, but it does seem like his head's not in it, so I do think he's going to push for the move. But even if he pushes for the move, we're still in the strongest negotiation spot that we can be. We're not desperate for money. We have right wingers to play while he just sits there, as well as he's under contract for a very long time, so we have that to say, yeah, we can just hold on to him if we really want to, and you're not getting the player unless you pay the price that we're asking for, which is 50 million, which was backed up, right? Oh, no, excuse me. I'll get to that later. The price will come later. But again, there's quite a difference at the moment in Chelsea valuation and Arsenal valuation for Madueke. Obviously, they're going to start low, probably at 35-40, and we're going to start high at 55-60, and then find our way to the middle, which is probably around 50 million. In my opinion, that's what I think we'll end up getting in a total package. I think it'll be 45 plus 5 or 50 plus 5, somewhere around there. I think it'll be 50 to 55 million in a total package, somewhere around the Gittins fee. But yeah, apparently there's quite the difference. And Madueke is now waiting for the club-to-club agreement as he's ready to join the Gunners. As we know, he had agreed personal terms. He's pretty much just waiting for the move to go through at this point. And yeah, this is the valuation I was talking about. Chelsea want 50 million pounds. Arsenal want to pay 40 million pounds. So I think we'll meet in the middle and say 45 plus 5. And I think this will be done towards the end of the Club World Cup. Obviously, I expect Madueke to play maybe one more time as a Chelsea player in the semifinal, maybe just a little bit. But if he doesn't, he doesn't. I think this deal is going to go through at the end of the day. So I don't know if I'd want him to play or not. I don't know if his head would be in it. But he did look solid against Palmeiras even when the links were going around. So I think it's deserved for him to play just a little bit. He looked very direct in that game, but still would have liked to see him do more and score a goal. Very close to João Pedro almost assisted him, but nothing came of it. But yeah, don't know if Madueke is ever going to play in a Chelsea shirt again. So maybe this deal goes through in the next coming days, or maybe it goes through after the Club World Cup. I guess we'll just wait and see. And lastly, this came out like 10-20 minutes ago, but Madueke is understood to be interested in Arsenal's vision and project, and Arteta has approved. Madueke would also maintain same salary structure he has now at Chelsea if the deal happens. A compromise on price tag could be reached between clubs due to good relations on several deals. We know Arsenal and Chelsea negotiate a lot. We pretty much sell our scraps off to them, like Kai Havertz, like pretty much Madueke at this point, and all the other guys, including Raheem Sterling. We just pretty much give Arsenal our leftovers. So those are the good relations we have. But yeah, if he sees the project as a good fit for him, then might as well just let him go, because it doesn't seem like he has a spot at Chelsea anymore with the way Esteval played and the way Pedro Neto's been playing. So it seems like he'd be third in the pecking order. So might as well just let him leave, and we can find a replacement for him, which we got word of today, but not good word. Kadus to Chelsea seems off now. As Fabrizio Romano said, that understand Mohamed Kadus is not talking to any other club at this stage. He wants the Tottenham move. Kadus already said yes to Spurs project, and club-to-club talks with West Ham will continue soon. Clear intention is to join Spurs. Also, Sam Bell said that Chelsea did hold talks regarding a move for Mohamed Kadus, but it is understood a move to Stamford Bridge is unlikely. And then Mohamed Kadus only wants to join Tottenham this summer window. The player has been very clear on his intention to join Spurs and not consider any club or any other club or approach now. So it seems like he's pretty much off to Tottenham once they match the valuation, which I know West Ham rejected a 50 million pound bid. I expect them to hold out for 65, 60, somewhere around there, especially since it's Tottenham. They're going to ask them to pay a premium for Mohamed Kadus. But yeah, it seems like Kadus is not joining Chelsea. It seems like he's off to Tottenham. It seems like his intention is to join Tottenham. I don't know if we went in for him or not. I know it said that we made contacts regarding Mohamed Kadus, but I don't know if we fully went in for him. I know we were definitely interested. It's pretty clear that we were. But it seems like he's off to Tottenham. Yeah, I think he could do a good job there, especially under the Thomas Frank system. Play a little bit like an Embuemo on that right-hand side, right pocket, which I talked about yesterday. I think he could excel there. I think that's his best position. There's a video up if any Tottenham fan is here. up on my channel from yesterday about Mohamed Kadus, talking about him as a player. If you want to go watch that, shows where he's best at or best suited in any position. But yeah, it seems like he's off to Tottenham at this point. It's just up to the clubs to agree a fee, but it seems like personal terms are not an issue for him. But yeah, it doesn't seem like he's joining Chelsea. So yeah, that's everything on Kadus. There's nothing really about incomings today, but there is a major thing that Reese James is now fit. He posted on Instagram that he's fit and well and see you on Tuesday. And there was pictures of him in full team training today, so he will be back for the game against Fluminense in 2 days. Yeah, good to see him back. Obviously, we're missing Levi Colwill, so we need a leader back in the squad, and Reece James does that for us, as well as Moises Caicedo. I don't know who's going to take Colwill's spot, because we're pretty reliant on him playing that left center half spot, but maybe it's a toss in Chalaba, because we know Badiashile is hurt as well, or maybe Mamadou Sarr gets minutes in the semifinal, which I doubt, but always a possibility, you never know. But Reece James is back fit, good to see him fit. Maybe he plays in the center half position and we put Gusto at right back, or Josh plays center half for us. Don't really know. It'll be telling once the game approaches. I expect probably Reese and Gusto to play together. And I expect Reese to play in that back three with Cucurella and Tossin maybe, and then Gusto to be an inverted right back. But yeah, Reese is back. Good to see him back, and that is pretty much everything. Pretty short news video today, but a lot of breaking on Madueke and Kadus that we needed to talk about. So yeah, doesn't seem like Kadus is joining Chelsea, so who could join? Maybe Rodrigo. We never know. I guess there will be more in the future because we still are looking at an attacking option. So I expect something to break sometime soon, especially if there's a here we go for Kadus to Tottenham in the near future, or maybe we just randomly hijack the deal. You never know. It's Chelsea. There's never a dull moment. But yeah, that is everything. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to like and subscribe. It lets me know that you enjoy my content, and yeah, it makes me inclined to post more. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Again, if you did enjoy this video, please be sure to like and subscribe. And as always, subscribe.